I became involved in the criminal justice system at an early age of 15. Wanting to do my own thing, wanting to be accepted into the local crowd in my neighborhood. And by wanting to be accepted, that means I was willing to do whatever it was to be accepted by those individuals, which normally led me to Long Lane and other institutions. My experiment with marijuana led me into drinking, just out of control behavior, getting into premature sex with people and with men, just who wanted to use me because I was usable. I didn't know any better, and that started a vicious cycle from in and out of Long Lane up until the time I was of age to go to Niantic. And by the age of 21, I was addicted to crack cocaine. So the behaviors got even worse. And the relationships that I found myself in were abusive. And in return, I also became an abuser. And I would constantly be in and out of prison following my behaviors that I knew nothing about, character defects, and that I was hurting on the inside, and I felt alone, and I just didn't really care about myself or anyone else because I figured no one cared about me. So I found a family kind of going back to Niantic because we knew each other on first name basis. And that's how I became involved in the criminal justice system for 23 years. That was my life, in and out of Niantic and institutions and bad relationships, leaving me with low self-esteem and scarred memories, just being a wounded soul. And that brings me up until me meeting CPA. CPA, I became involved with them in 2003. Just by chance, I was walking down the walkway and I was excited about being released in a few months. And the question was asked to me, Sharon, what are you going to do when you get out? What are you planning? And actually I had no plans. And maybe that was the problem right there. I never really had solid plans or people who were solid in my life that were really going to be there and guide me through this journey that I am now on. So Ms. London told me about an awesome program ran through CPA called the Resettlement Program. And it was just by fate that she said, I'm going to make a phone call, boom, boom, boom. And I later found out that there were other people in front of me that was on the waiting list to be involved with the Resettlement Program. I got blessed, and my case manager, Sister Nancy, came to visit me with Care Resolve. And that started my process of wholeness, wellness, mentally and physically. They worked with me 6 months prior to my release. They came to visit me faithfully, and when they skipped a week, I knew why. But they got to know me, my weaknesses, my strengths, my needs. And they began to come up with a strategy to help me so I wouldn't go back down the path that I had been accustomed to. And my day came and I was released, and my case manager was there to meet me and walk me through the process. And I like to sum it up like this. The little girl in me, even though I'm a grown woman, but the little girl in me was clueless in. She needed someone to walk her through stages where she had actually stopped growing to fit in with others. And that's when the resettlement program came in They guided me. I, being the child that I was inside, reached my hand up and they grabbed hold of my hand. And they just set the pace for me, you know. This is what you do. This is on your agenda. You have an agenda and this is what you go by. They were there with me every step of the way. And I began to grow and I began to rely on them. And I found out that they were reliable, that they was going to be there regardless, the real me. Because sometimes when in life, when people really see you, they don't like you. And they still like me. Actually, they love me. And I know this. And I think I know this is why I'm still standing today, because I genuinely feel love from the resettlement program staff. I believe in them just like they believe in me. I've come a long way. I've had some struggles, but they've been there with me every step of the way, held my hand, hugged me, loved on me. And when I was in need of anything, if they had it, I had it. And I've grown. I have my children in my life. I have a home. It's an apartment, but it's called home to me. I have a job. I am a proud employee of the resettlement program. My life is happy. This is where, you know, I'm waiting on for some more stuff, you know, just a little knot to be tied, but I believe I've come full circle. I am completely happy. Ask me where you want to be in 5 years. I'm where I want to be. I'm with the resettlement program. And my life can, my chapter of my life can end right there. That's it. That's what I want. That's it.